today we start our kitchen demolition. This is what the kitchen is looking like. This is our current kitchen and everything is coming down. These gentlemen are gonna do the demo. We're gonna have a brand new kitchen with new cabinets, new everything. The ceiling is gonna go a little more up. Now we're gonna get new everything, new ACs, new everything. I think only the floor is gonna remain the same, maybe. So this is what it looks before. We'll show you the after once it's all done. Wow, there we go. No kitchen for a while. Today is finally the day that I'm gonna show you the color of our kitchen, which I'm very proud of because I picked it. So here it is, our beautiful kitchen coming together very slowly, but it is. We are so excited. Not even a little bit of a month ago, maybe, this was just an open piece of exposed wood with a lot of rotten wood. So we fixed that, and here is the color in natural light. Right now it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's a lot of light coming in and you can see how tall our ceilings are. I just love it. You're not gonna be able to see a lot of this green in this room because of course we're gonna have cabinets and our cabinets are gonna go all the way to the ceiling. I did not wanna leave any space in between the cabinets and the ceiling because then it's just dirty and disgusting. So we've done, they're done with the trim, which we did also white oil-based paint because that's what we're doing across the house. And then we move into the breakfast room, which is absolutely breathtaking. This was the perfect color. I am so glad that we went for this shade. I picked it through my KitchenAid set. It is that beautiful green pistachio. And as you can tell, it has a lot of light. So the only thing that we need to do once the kitchen is done with this contractor is we're gonna bring an actual expert painter to redo all of this side because I didn't want anyone touching this. Persianas, how do you call it? Blinds, because I love them and they have to be very detailed. So yeah, this is very old wood. So we're gonna do all of that. You can see that there's already paint all the way to the top. Again, very tall ceilings. But all the white in this room has to be redone. And here we only have a couple of things missing. We're gonna change that wood over there. Of course, we still don't have a floor. They're working on that. But yeah, all of those panels are gonna be new panels of wood. They can see that rotten with water. And another thing that the expert painter is gonna do, probably we're gonna redo the entire trim in the kitchen just because we're not entirely loving how they did it. So you can see down there, I mean, they're gonna fix it, but still, no one like the painter we found. He's awesome, and he's gonna do a beautiful work and detailing everything. And here's Michael. And also this is another thing that the open kind of like pantry shelf, we're also gonna get it repainted with white oil base once we are done with the kitchen. Hi, welcome to our fully renovated, finally done kitchen. So my name is Rita. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't been here, welcome for the very first time. Today, after what has felt like an eternity, we're finally able to film this video, our kitchen tour. If you didn't know this, we bought this house a year and a few months ago. And it's a 1920s home. So this house has a lot of work to be done, but this kitchen was probably has not been touched since like 1950, somewhere around that time. So Michael is in the background telling me like maybe 1970, we don't know. So it was a big project. We had 2 contractors. The first one we had to let go because of a lot of problems, and then the second one also had some issues, and we took a long time to finally get here. We've had the kitchen demolished since we moved in, so literally like a week, not even a week, 3 days after we moved in on June of last year, and the kitchen was finished in April of this year. So a long time. So we're extremely excited to finally have a fully done kitchen with everything. And the good thing, real quick intro as much as I can. This kitchen was supposed to be very different. with the other contractor, we were gonna get a very basic kitchen that we were not gonna be happy with. When I saw everything that she had planned for us, I almost had a heart attack. It was, we were not gonna have a real, what do you call this? Like real stone. I'm looking at my house because it's right there. We're gonna have like
marble
this
quartz.
We were gonna have like this fake looking marble that was really bad. I did not want that. It looked like the apartments we had in Houston, so it was something we did not want. The cabinets were gonna be completely different, like your basic white shakers. So whenever we came to this contractor, we upgraded tremendously in materials, in the cabinets, the finishes, everything. So without further ado, let's get right into the tour. As you move on in, I think that the thing that makes me so happy the most of this kitchen is number one, the color. I did pick this shade of green, and the inspiration of the color was a couple of KitchenAid small appliances that we got for our wedding. Number one being my in-laws' gift for us for our wedding, which was this KitchenAid mixer. I literally knew I wanted to have this exact same shade as my kitchen whenever we actually had a house. So what I did whenever we were planning this, I literally grabbed the mixer and took it to Sherwin-Williams, and I was like, color match me. This is what I want. So the green that you see everywhere, if there's splotches, it's because we need to repaint because our contractors did a terrible job. So this green is the one that I wanted for the kitchen, and it came from this KitchenAid. So anyway, that's probably my favorite thing. There's a lot of things, but that is the big one that I really wanted, a green kitchen. And then I was talking about the cabinets. So let's just take a quick look at the cabinets. They were supposed to be shakers, but we got this very beautiful, I think the color is called antique white. I'm pretty sure. And then it has this very pretty dark, almost burnt gold all over, which if you don't know this, you're not familiar with my channel, I love gold. It's like my favorite color ever for like appliances, not appliances, but like decor in the house. This we did buy separate ourselves, and Michael did a tremendously good job at installing all of our knobs and pullers. So we got this, I believe, from Signature Hardware, if I'm not mistaken. So let me show you real quick. We don't have a lot of stuff in the kitchen because I don't like to have a lot of, I guess, extras. So another thing that I really like is that with this upgrade of our cabinets, everything just has slow closure, which might be sounding so silly, but it is really nice, and I've never had that in a kitchen. So that was like a big thing for me. Even like, you know, everything just has a soft closure, which is very, very nice. Talking about the stone, I believe this comes from Brazil, so it's a natural stone. They get it from sources from Brazil. I'm pretty sure it's gold. Michael, do you remember? It's not granite. It's not marble.
It's quartz.
No, it's not quartz. I think it's called quartzite, something like that. It's like quartzite. It's a new stone that they just, I guess, are starting to discover or whatever, and it's called Taj Mahal, this specific stone color. But I was really set on one in marble, but the contractor and pretty much everyone recommended to not get marble because it is very sensitive to staining and heat and whatnot. So this is a real stone, but not marble. But because I really wanted marble, I fought until we found a perfect one for me, and that was that is our backsplash, which is absolutely stunning, and this is real marble. So I am not a huge fan of gray, but the pieces of, you know, the tile already came with this gray. Now that it's installed, I don't hate it as I thought I would, because it has a ton of gray. I think it looks really lovely, and I think it goes really well with the Taj Mahal on the counters. But yeah, this backsplash that we have all over, also on the kitchen, on the stove side, I'll show you in a minute. It is marble with this other stone, which I think it's granite. I don't remember the name, but I'll put it down below. If you have any questions, you can always just leave it a comment, and I'll try to answer as best I can. So another upgrade that we need to do real quick is going to be this, the windows. These are the original windows. We believe this was not originally a kitchen, but it was like a porch, like an outside porch that at some point during the 100 years that this house has been around, they closed in and made a kitchen. So these are original windows that really protect nothing from the weather. So all the heat gets in really horrible, especially early during the morning, and I'm pretty sure that during the winter it's gonna be super cold. So we have these curtains that are like kind of like placeholders for now, that I'm gonna change for the ones that I have on the sides. So let's move on to, well, this big side is kind of like where we prep the food, we cut everything, we have our fruit and everything, and the, how do you call this?
Ceramic?
Yeah, but this thing.
Oh.
It's a farmhouse.
Farmhouse.
I couldn't remember. This is a farmhouse sink. I knew I wanted to have something very pretty in here, but it's still simple enough, just with the two lines right here, because I didn't want it to crash with the marble up here, and you know, because we already have a different hexagons, so I didn't want it to be too much, so we went for a simpler, just, you know, ceramic sink, farmhouse sink that I call it. So then this little spot, we thought about the future, and I want to have a really big stove and a very pretty one at some point. Years down the line. Those, I don't know the brand, that French, very expensive stoves, I want to get one at some point. But for now we have this very pretty one that is on the smaller side, but we planned for getting a bigger one, so that's why there's a big gap in here. And again, the marble is beautiful. Another thing that we are still missing is going to be our, how do you call this, Michael?
Vent hood.
Our bent hood. We have, of course, the bent, I guess, design that the contractor had to kind of like had to fix a bit, because they didn't have one that was as large, so they had to do some extra things themselves to get it, you know, in the correct size. So yeah, we decided to go on to the marble all the way to where the same size where our cabinets ended, so we didn't want to put it more towards this side, so that's why there's more I guess more space empty, but I also liked it so there will be more green on the walls. And then as for this side, well, of course there's going to be the vent, and then in this one we have all of our spices, and again the beautiful soft closure that I am obsessed with. And then even though this is a small side, I think it was perfect to, you know, just get the right amount of things, just like a few spices. This fits perfectly whenever you're cooking, but really are kind of like prepping and cutting everything. It's on that side, which is across it, so it's a very, you know, a very short walk. We have a small kitchen, and you know, we don't have those like big huge rooms where you can have like an island, so all of our prep is done on this side, and then you kind of like just walk to your stove. And then getting more towards the middle of the kitchen, I guess we have this very beautiful cabinet, because when you open it, we are a snack family. We love eating snacks, not just us, but my parents too. So this is our snack wonder. This had to be in the video. So we have all of our snacks here. I'm literally dedicating an entire cupboard for just our snacks. So anyway, I'm gonna be leaving this link below, because we really love the style of these knobs. We looked so much for the perfect ones. These are actually brass, so we wanted to be a good quality, and also that they would match the like the more older style of our house, because a lot of these knobs that you find online, they're very much modern, so we didn't want that. And then here we have just a little drawer with my tea station, and then here's of course the coffee for Michael. He does drink coffee, I don't. And then this section right here, it was supposed to have a door, but I think we got like kind of like miscommunication with the contractor. He was not able to get a door for this. It was supposed to be a microwave cabinet, but I thought, you know what, whatever, we don't really need a cabinet to begin with, because we never really use one. I'm sorry, a microwave. So we left it open because we couldn't find the door. So now we just displayed this very pretty oven that we bought whenever we didn't have a kitchen. And of course I found a very good match to the KitchenAid, but this is from the beautiful brand from Drew Barrymore at Walmart, and the shade is just beautiful. Another upgrade. Michael was like, we can't have that coffee maker, we need the same green one. So another small upgrade we're gonna have at some point. And then of course on this side, same thing. So we've got the cabinet with the glass, and here is where we keep actually all of our glass. So some of our cups and whatnot live here. And then we move on to probably my favorite room in this new design. I think they used to use this as a pantry. I think that's what it was, kind of like a butler's room, but we don't have a lot of stuff realistically. So I thought, let's use this as a small breakfast nook, and I am obsessed with it. I really love how it ended up looking like. We have this very pretty open pantry, but I didn't want to display any, I wanted to display just pretty things. That's why I got everything like glass and this clear container. So this is all of our like dry goods, and we got some tea and, you know, a couple of little things. As you can tell, it's still pretty empty because I don't want to clutter stuff. I want it to be very airy, very clean. That's kind of like what I like. I don't like having my kitchen cluttered. I want to see everything like as a clean kitchen, if that makes any sense. We added this extra, they just came in, I guess they ordered more, so we decided to keep them, and we use them as our pantry to put in all of our not pretty things that are realistic in every house. We need to have real food, so everything is in there. That's kind of like where our extra pantry stuff lives. And then this little breakfast nook, I searched so long for the perfect table and the perfect chairs because I wanted this very specific kind of like rattan wicker style chairs. I was really looking for some. They're very pricey right now for whatever reason, so don't look at that. Another issue we have with our contractor, they messed up my brand new chairs. That's another subject for a different day. Just one they messed up, but still very painful to look at. But yeah, I found this, I believe at a couple of different places, but they were on the more affordable side. They're very beautiful. I have to show them because they're my favorite thing. They're very beautiful. They came as a one piece, so you know they're like more solid than whenever you put together furniture. And I love the beautiful off-white. I think it goes so perfect with our cabinets. And then the table is just a simpler, smaller, just a very pretty natural wood color, which again, I wanted the lightness in the kitchen. That's what I was going for. Light furniture, light cabinets. There's so much light naturally coming in this area, so I knew I wanted that. Real quick, I don't think I mentioned anything about our sink. That's another one of my favorite things. I picked our brass faucet from the same place that we've picked all of our faucets, from a few different bathrooms and our upstairs tub. So yeah, this is, I don't remember the name, I'll leave it linked below. I found that it's a brand that they sell at Wayfair. Kingston.
No, Kingston.
Kingston. So it's also real brass, and I love the design of this. I wanted something that would look old because of course that's my style. I love antique things. So we found that with this, it's very pretty, but you still have the modern thing of like, you know, spraying, but just the design is beautiful. Just wanted to showcase that real quick. And I think that's everything. A small kitchen, but we absolutely are in love with it. I think it was perfect. It definitely showcases our style and the kind of future that we want for this house, because, you know, we want to change everything. As of the floors, I didn't mention them. They're not what we ideally would want to have, but that's what the budget allowed. In an ideal world with money bags everywhere, we would have the real original hardwood floor. Here we don't have it anymore. It got, I guess, damaged at some point during the year, so it was just that same gray floors that I do not like at all around the house. This was gray floors. We have to rip that off, and we, you know, whenever we did the remodel, we just stripped the floor. There were like 5 floors underneath here, and they were like, I don't know how many wallpaper and so many walls. We opened up the ceiling because it was really short and there was just empty space. So we cut all that, well, the contractors broke all that down, and we got the full space of the roof or of the ceiling. And that's another thing, because the kitchen is considered a small kitchen for modern houses, you know, you don't have the space for a big island and all those stuff. We were like, okay, we can't really grow on the sides, but we can grow up. So that's what we did. So it looks extremely high because it really is, and there's no way I could ever get to that by myself. We have a little stool that we use, and our extras are up there. But yeah, that was our way of taking the most advantage of the kitchen. But I think that's gonna be everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've talked for so long, We have a couple more remodels coming, but that'll take probably a long time. But this is probably going to be the last one you'll see for a little while. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like always, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!